Teamwork has become increasingly important in higher education. So, how do we help teams improve their effectiveness through contributing towards team members' performance in the team? And secondly, if we're using teamwork as a basis for assessment, how do we help team members peer rate each other so that there is some way to achieve a mark that's achieved by the individual team members based on their contribution? This is an introduction to the Peer Feedback Worksheet Response Analyzer. The Peer Feedback Worksheet Response Analyzer has two main aims. First, it's to help team members give constructive feedback to their team members to help them contribute more productively to the teamwork throughout the semester. And secondly, it helps team members calculate a contribution mark for each of the team members based on their team contribution and leadership. The components of the peer feedback worksheet include a survey which generates responses which are then fed into the response analyzer. The survey is a Google form. The response analyzer is a Google sheet. Let's have a look first at the peer feedback worksheet. The first page of the peer feedback worksheet now enables the user, the student, to say who they are and who they are assessing. This information is preloaded into the form survey by the tutor. The second part of the worksheet allows the rater, the student, to assess a particular student against 5 contributions to task accomplishment. Part B enables the student to measure the student's contribution to leadership. Finally, the Part C allows the student to make comments on how the student could contribute to maintaining or improving their contribution to the team. Once all the students have submitted their responses to the survey, the responses are analysed in a Google form. Here is an example of what the data will look like produced by the survey form. Across the top you see a timestamp, a name, and the 10 quantitative measures, and then the qualitative comments made by the students. There are a lot of data items from the survey. Now, all those responses go into the PFW Response Analyzer, where they are turned into reports for each student and charts and graphs and other statistical analyses. The user simply copies all the responses and pops them right here. And then enters the team marks right here. So the data is calculated for each student against the 10 factors, and we get individual scores based on the team result for the team the student belongs to, and various ways that a score for the student is calculated. The marks also get summarized for each team with some graphs. And all the comments are collected for each student. Finally, there are some charts and some warnings. For example, we see that in Team 6, George Galo failed to rate Charlie Chan. And we also see that Peter Panther self-assessed himself, as did Cedo Zephyr. Some team members have got their team number wrong, and some people made multiple assessments. So, in summary, the peer feedback worksheet response analyzer system comprises the survey, which is a Google form which the tutor adjusts to ask the questions he wants and adjusts to send out to the students in his class. Secondly, there are the responses which come back in response to the survey. These are in a Google Sheet, and then the tutor copies these into the response analyzer, which does the calculations and error checking and statistical analysis. So, to find further instructions on how to use the system, download the software and see further demonstrations, follow this link, tinyurl.com/peerfeed, or follow the QR code on your screen.